6. Okay, hi. How's everybody doing tonight? I think it's night. Yes, it's past 5. It's nighttime. Canada rules, right? Past 5 is like bedtime. So either way, I'm teasing. But no, this is who's crushing on you slash interested in you, like whichever you prefer. You know, same difference. Who's got their eye on you, basically. I'm gonna look into your love life. I'm gonna go in there, I'm gonna pull out your love file, and we're going to investigate it. And I'm gonna tell you who's interested in you. Someone around you in your circle, something like this, right? Hold on, before I start pulling. Make sure everything. Let me get a sip. Oh, my dog's outside. He's so cute. He started to get more comfortable with just being out there for like an hour. Just chilling. I don't know, the winter's gonna be different. I'm gonna get him a sweater for winter. Oh, he's gonna be so cute. Oh, the cutest dog ever. Okay. He's so pretty, so I forgive him whenever he's bad to me. But he's not very bad to me. That's the thing. He's just kind of being a puppy, and he's very large. So his puppy is hard to deal with. Oh, calcification. Dear Lord, you that I'm looking for your love file. Right? I'm going through your filing cabinet right now in your mind, and we're looking there, and it's like calcified. Like someone spilled coffee on it and it's dried up. You know what I mean? Like it's crusty. What is wrong with your love life? Well, hold on. Okay. But I feel like you have to have someone interested in you regardless how crusty it is. I feel like that's your doing. You haven't opened this file in a long time, but that doesn't mean other people haven't wanted to look at it. I mean, sublimination. Okay, so I feel like someone is very interested in you, but they subliminally try to tell you. It's like they have a crush on you and their subconscious can't hold back. So they're constantly, subconsciously, I feel like flirting with you. My God, how I feel like, how romantic. Listen, I'm in your file. Hey, you find this romantic. If not, I do. One of us does, if not the both of us. All right, but overall calcification, I feel like you haven't really been active in the dating world. So I don't expect you to maybe notice anyone that's interested in you. But you might have a lot of people interested in you. Okay. Look at all the birds. Okay, that's kind of like everyone's kind of interested in you. It's like a peacock walking down the street. Everyone's gonna look, and everyone's gonna be like, "Damn!" Everyone's gonna kind of plot to try to take that peacock home. Who doesn't want to own a peacock? Come on, all right. I know. I was riding with my ex-husband. He totally wouldn't let me. I was gonna listen. I was going to take the beach blanket out the trunk. Wings up like a baby, and I was gonna put him in my car, and I was gonna take him home to my condo in the middle of the city, and then like not know what to do from there. So that's why I say like this is how people are. Like if you're a woman or whoever you are, a married person walks by you, they forget they're even married, or they're like, "Wow, if I wasn't married," or something. That's what I say. I feel like you're very attractive, so I feel like you might get the obvious ones, but those aren't really crushing. They're just kind of like, oh, they're thirsting. They're like thirsting for you. All right, a crush can thirst, but a thirst can't crush. If that makes sense. Either way, like you're not really looking around. Maybe you're not looking, or you're not paying attention. All right. I don't know. I've managed to get this file open. I had to use like a blow dryer to like warm it, and open it back up. I don't know. It's like sealed shut. But someone is around you and they subliminally try to flirt with you, straight up. What do you need to release? And calcification. And be bold and make the first move. Okay, so maybe you're someone that normally makes the first move. People don't make moves on you. I feel like even if any of these people that are interested in you and crushing in the moment type of thing, they're thirsting on you. I feel like they don't make any moves. I feel like even if they could, even if they're available, they don't. Okay, so I want to say you're very intimidating. This person finds you intimidating. I'm trying to hone in on this person. This person's trying not to really get picked up on. Okay, with this little dove here. You know what I mean? It's like they're kind of like flying around and they don't want to get noticed. You know what I mean? So this person even like spies on you a bit or watches you. If you have like a media, they watch your media somehow or something like this. But I feel like they're not stalking you though. They're just kind of like they know your business though. They know whatever business you share. So that's why I say this could be a friend of yours even. But I feel like their subconscious is constantly subliminally like flirting at you, like I don't know, calling for you. They're like their subconscious is trying to manifest you. You have someone crushing or interested a lot. Oh, they're very interested. But what do you need to release? Okay, so something holds this person back. And I feel like, and you too, you're distracted by something, or you're like scared to get back out there. Something like this. You're timid. I feel like you need to get over that. Don't ask me how. I'm just telling you what the cards say. Don't ask me for the advice. I only give the advice when I see it from my own perspective. Anyways, prosperity. Okay, so this person sees like they feel like you're baiting them in. They feel like they feel this crush feels like you know they crush on you. This crush feels like they realize they're like I feel like it's not subliminal. I mean, it is subliminal towards you because they're not very upfront. They don't. They have to be bold and make the first move with you. So this is either someone that's already rejected you in the past, or you put them in the friend zone, or I feel like that's could maybe be the only two options, or maybe this person's like a work, something like this. I feel like so they're like subliminally letting you know they're interested. I feel like because there's a reason for for this person to kind of not know if you are, or but I feel like there's also a reason for this person to think you are. They feel like you're picking up on all these subliminal messages. They get like a subliminal message commercials and things like this. I don't know. Maybe this, as I say, there's a communications with this person. You know this person somehow, and I feel like I don't know. They subconsciously try to clue you into things. It's their subconscious doing it when they're not consciously doing it. I feel like, but this person basically, I don't know, they have to release something. That's what this person's like a bird here, and they need to be released. Something like that. I feel like something's preventing them from you. So, like with prosperity, they feel like you're picking up on this. That they're low key always like flirting with you or referencing you or talking to you or like trying to find a way to talk to you. You know what I mean? Like this might be someone that tried to found a way to like slip you their number like casually, like for work or something. You know what I mean? Like there has been some playing around. I want to say, like, you know what I mean? Some manifesting. This person's trying to manifest you. I feel like, but consciously too. I feel like at first it's all unconsciously, and then it becomes consciously, and then this person realizes they do it consciously and unconsciously. They're talking about you and mentioning you or something like this, even without realizing it. So I feel like this is like somebody that has crushes on like celebrities that look like you or something like this. Like they like your look. I don't know, your eyes, something. Okay, but they feel called to you. Okay, they were looking. They're trying to call you into them. They're trying to lure you in. Okay, to take some type of like subliminal bait, and like you take the subliminal bait, and then they got the green light. And I feel like, and they feel like you're like almost like you're baiting them or something like this. That's why I say they feel like you know. It's like somebody who thinks you know they crush on you, whether you know or not. They think you know. And I feel like whenever they make like whatever words choices they use is very specific. Something like this. Creativity. By all above and all below, let me connect let creativity flow. Okay, so I feel like this person overall, I feel like they're very creative. This person, I feel like this is like somebody who is creatively romancing you. I feel like this is just, and I feel like they're not trying to. They would love to traditionally romance you. I feel like, but something holds them back. It's almost like this person's got some type of black magic, and they can't approach you. But if you approach them, it's kind of like AI, like how you have to prompt the AI properly and talk to it properly in order for it to thoroughly, like, you have to get through hurdles with the AI. They block. Listen, the AI itself is like, leave me alone. And they try to, like, they're like a genie. Like, you've seen genies in movies. They're always dicks. Do you know what I mean? I always tell people with lots of intelligence comes lots of dick. Dick behavior. That's why I try to tell people I try not to be like smart all the time because, like, everyone calls me an asshole when I'm smart. Okay, so it's like I don't know. So overall, like, this person basically is held back and subliminally does all this, and this is their loophole to like let it out that they have that big of a crush on you. I want to say they're in love with you. Turn to stone. I feel like if you walk by this person, you know what I mean. That's like you might walk up to this person and try to talk to them, and they're like thinking on their words, like they're caught off guard, like you scared them or something, but you didn't scare them. They like knew you were there. You know what I mean? But just like being, you caused that effect to this person, male or female. I feel like, but most of you, this is a male. Okay, but overall, they feel like you see it, you understand it. Maybe this person's just having a hard time talking to you. You know what I mean? Telling you they like you, telling you, walking over to you and telling you they have a crush. If this is like somebody that rejected you because, like, they weren't single, I feel like if they ever became single, they would have the most hardest time telling you. And I feel like approaching you, they would be like, I know they're interested. We would have been dating if I was single then. But that feel like, so that's why I say that this person's like hung up. They don't know what to do. And there's a jaw drop effect for you and this person. This person, you drop this, you drop this person's jaw. Okay, I don't know why, and you make them that like. uh, I don't know how else to say that. Like, I don't even know what the person's trying to say. I'm trying to tune into what are you even trying to say right now? And it's like they don't even know. It's like you could say anything, like you could like put the words in their mouth and they would just agree to anything just to not be froze like that no more. Like they get froze by you. And I feel like, and this is tough for them. They gotta be bold and make the first move. You know what I mean? But I feel like they're subliminally flirting at you. They feel like you're encouraging this person. And I feel like it's a very creative way of like attracting somebody. And I feel like it's working. But they're not trying to do it that way. They're only doing it that way because they don't know how else. And I feel like it's almost like, I don't know. It's like I said, like if they see a celebrity on TV that reminds them of you, and they start having a crush on that celebrity just because it reminds them of you, and then like they might give that celebrity compliments. Oh, that man or woman, they got real nice hair, or I mean, or I think they're really smart or funny, or you mean any type of compliments, but they're talking about you, and they know it. They're sitting there like they're like just like that person I know, and I mean it's like this person sees celebrities, and they're like, man, I know someone who's just as like good as like I like admirable. Like this person admires people. I feel like this is a people watcher type person. I feel like this is like if this is a man, he's the type of man where I feel like he's going to always look, but openly. And I feel like honestly, like not like pick that. I don't know how to explain that. Like just the fundamental. Like I said, like you walking up to this person trying to talk to them, they don't know what. You know what I mean? I feel like if you message this person, it's going to take them hours to message you. And I feel like it's just because they don't know what to say because they basically they want to know what to say, and I feel like they don't. And this is like kind of someone that always knows what to say. Like they're real good with their words. They're real good with small talk, walking by casually, things like this. I feel like, but not with you. That's why I say you might not think this person even likes you. Yeah, I'm picturing like with the Sailor Moon dynamic. Like, okay, well, I can't remember her name right now, but she was when she was in high school. Her and that other guy, they didn't like each other. But when they were like all superhero-y and at night, Sailor Mooning it out there, he was some type of superhero too or something. I can vaguely remember this. And I haven't watched this since I was like in the fourth grade, all right? That's when it was on TV. That's when I watched it, when it was on TV. Once it wasn't on TV, no, I didn't really go back and do that. I don't know, DVDs didn't exist until I'm like 20 years later or something. Anyway, point is, so sorry, any Sailor Moon fans that I'm not getting it right, but you get the gist of it. All right. Tuxedo Mask and Sailor Moon like totally had the hots for each other, but only under those circumstances. And so it's like this person sees you, I feel like, and it's like you might not think they like you, like kind of how she didn't really think he liked her. You know what I mean? Oops, I shuffled these again. What was the card? Well, oh well, I guess we need a different one. The eternal child. Oh, with creativity though, I guess that would kind of make sense. But so basically, I feel like this person seems immature, but they're very not. Like this is like somebody where like they're very immature. Like they might like games, board games. They get bored easily. They might have ADD or something like this. Like maybe they're on their phone a lot too. I feel like it's just to do something. I feel like this person is bored. I feel like that's not why they're crushing on you though. Oops. I feel like, but this is like so you can kind of like figure out who this is. You know, they have a very bored energy. Like you might catch this person like you're not very social with them. You guys aren't very close. You might catch them sitting there using their phone. You might think they're talking to girls, and they're like, no, they're like playing games or some some shit like this. They're like playing Tetris on their phone. The Temple card. Okay, now with the Eternal Child, that's what I'm saying. I feel like this person. I feel like it's like they're praying. I feel like this is like begging for mercy or something. I feel like this person definitely plays video games, but overall, they basically like you bring this person to their knees type of thing. Like, oh my God, I feel like if you were to kiss this person, male or female, they would get weak in the knees. As I say, you make this person like taken aback. Okay, and I feel like prosperity. I feel like they feel like they like you. They feel like they watch you or look over you or like this is like okay, like I said, I'm imagining a coworker. Like y'all don't really talk too much, but they like it's not spoken, but you kind of know it's all this is unspoken. They feel like that they know your medias and that they follow you. You know what I mean? Or and read what you write and things like this. They feel like this unspokenly and that you like this and that you're talking to them and they're talking to you or something. This is how they're kind of like it's playing out in my head. Like they feel like you're picking up on their subliminal flirtations, no matter what they could be. And but you're just not showing it at all. And they really like this. I don't know. I feel like they feel like you must know that they like you. I feel like it's obvious that they like you. Okay, and that's why I say like that's why I say something's holding this person back, and I'm wondering. I keep asking, are they not single? And it's like I'm never really getting an answer out of any of these cards. But the Temple card, I feel like no, they're hoping they're wishing, hoping, and praying that you're playing along with it, and you're I don't know the eternal child. I feel like you're just who they're looking for. I feel like they find you fun. I feel like because they know you personally a bit now whether whether you guys talk to each other at work. It's like I said, there's like a secondary dynamic with this. Like you guys know each other. It's almost like hear me out. It's almost like you go to work and you're at work with this person, but then when you go home, you're playing a video game with this person. You guys don't know that y'all are those people. Do you get what I mean? Something like that, but not literally. I feel like it is not literal like that, but it's just like if this was a movie, that's how it would play out. But it's something like that. So like this person sees you at work and you guys have like a whole different type of dynamic. And subliminally, they're like throwing signs at you, and I feel like obvious signs too. So they feel like that they like you and they're crushing on you and they're interested in you. I feel like they're so interested in you. All right. I feel like if this person wasn't single, they want to release that beast. Oh my lord. Really? Release the beast. No, this person's a little immature, but I feel like you don't know them as immature. But if you know them on another platform, like where it's not them, it's like a different person, and it's not because it's. I feel like it's not hidden that way. It just happens that way. So then this person ends up being like, hold on, like I don't know. They get to know you. I don't know. They see that you're very immature like them. But like I said, and if you were to get to know this person, you would see that they're not so serious. I feel like this person is very serious. You know them as very serious. You probably don't even think they play video games. Like I said, if you see them on their phone, you think they're talking to people or something. You think they're like a social whore. You know what I mean? Like they're always talking to a buddy, or they're always planning something for going out after work, or they're talking to their I almost called them their bitch. So like, who is this? This person must have been dating somebody, whether they told you about them or not. I feel like they're not dating them anymore. I feel like be bold and make the first move. This man or woman is like, they got rid of that beast. They're ready for you. They want to date you. I don't know. This is cute though. Okay. But it might not be work. I don't know where it could be. But there's like you don't know this person beyond like what you know of them as, and it's not very much. And they know you, but they also know more about you. I feel like just by chance. It wasn't like they went looking for you, or that's why I said there's no obsession with this person. This person's just a really like they're just like a good person. I feel like they mostly spend their time playing video games. Creativity. I feel like they might do some type of art. I feel like maybe they put it down and they don't do it no more. But I feel like they're an artist in a sense. They're artistic. All right, they're very creative. I feel like them being able to, I don't know, them doing this, I feel like is them expressing their crush like openly about you or something like this. Encouragement and ride the wave. That's why I say I feel like this person's just trying, I feel like, just to ride the wave. I feel like they see it as they're not going to push for it. As we said, this person's held back. I feel like it's spell work. All right, but most spell work, the most easiest of spell work, the most any person can do accidentally, even, is just putting some type of injuries on this person's like character. You know what I mean? So like this person might have dated a narcissist and they're a little timid now. This is sorcery. They have to get over this. It's all illusions in their mind. Anything that's an illusion is considered magic. In my reality, I mean that's what magic is. It's illusions. These are the rules. I don't know. So overall, I feel like this person likes what you do for fun. They find you exciting. This person might like surfing or skateboarding or athletics. I feel like things like this, creative outlets, artistic things. That's why I say this person's very childish, but not like an immature, shitty like person. They just have a really good inner child. I feel like, and their inner child likes your inner child. Okay, this is like somebody. I feel like they're crushing on you, like as if they're a kid. You make this person feel like a kid again. That's what I'm saying. This person like needs encouragement. Okay, to like talk to you. And I feel like they already have the green light with you somehow. They feel like you've maybe let them know, like, oh, well, if you're in a in, if you're ever living in my area, or if you're ever single, or if you ever change your mind, or whatever this is, I feel like this person could have blew you off and just said, oh no, I'm not dating. You know what I mean? Something like that. What the hell is happening out there? Calm down, nasty dog. I don't want to get the attention of that. No, I'm just gonna let nasty dog be. Listen, he made a little girl cry the other day, and I was just like, damn, what do I really do about that? I don't know. I kind of felt bad. Anyway, sad embrace. Okay, I feel like this person's down. They're sad. They like you. They want you. Okay, we have this card here. This card is just like similar to a card I have in this deck. Okay, you might want to watch what reading was that. There's a reading where this is like the first card pulled out, but it's from this deck. The androgynon, something like that. So I said this person might have told you, "Oh no, I don't date," or "I'm not interested in dating," something like this. I feel like, damn, man, they're really down. I feel like it's kind of like they let an opportunity pass them by, or something like this. Like, you know what I mean? Like they didn't think you'd be interested in them, so they didn't like approach you or something. And then they start dating somebody, maybe, and then you do approach them, and they're like, "Ah," and I mean, and I feel like, and this is a good person. They're still people. So yeah, this is a good person. So I feel like they don't just I feel like they want to break up with that person. Listen, it times out to where it isn't working out with whoever they're with. And I feel like and they want to release them, and I feel like this is just motivation for them. But I feel like they've released them now. And like I said, because it wasn't the main reason, they didn't just like rush in like, hey, oh my God, I had a guy on Tinder do this to me once with a marriage. I was like, does this guy think I'm an idiot? What is wrong with this man? He tells me his name was Mo. Eh? And they anybody named Mo. Anyways, it's like he's like, I'm married. I'm like, I'm not interested. And he's like, no, no, I'm leaving her. And I was like, okay, well, let me know when, you know? I'll talk to you then. I don't even want to know nothing about you. It's not even good. Like, that's like the first sentence out the gate with this man. He talks to me the next day and he's like, hey, yo, Nikki. And I'm like, hello, Mo. What do you want? I left my wife. I'm like, okay, well, get back to me once like all that's done, because that's like a mess. Like you gotta clean that shit up. I've done that in my life. I've divorced somebody. That shit don't happen overnight. Get out my face. I don't know. I feel like he was trying to put me as side piece, and he was just that dumb. Honestly, I feel like he was just. But listen, Mo doesn't sound like a smart man in my opinion. Can you not? Nasty dog. I'm kind of unable to focus because of this bloody. Oh, so many people walking by. Flabbergasted. Oh no, he's coming. Oh shit, I think he's on. Ah, he fucking Cerberus. He totally saw me. No, he's gone now. God, he's like a velociraptor. He is. And you should see these. Ah! I scared myself. Okay, hold on. Intermission. I need to give. Listen. Hi. Yeah, you want your bone? It's bacon infused to the core. I'll be back. Wait. Yes, I will. It's right here. Hold on. I can't really read while he's like attacking people and small children walking by. I don't got the beware of dogs sign yet. I keep forgetting it. I was just on Amazon earlier. I should have bought one. Fuck. It's hard for me to pull the trigger on an Amazon purchase that I could go to the dollar store right now and get for like $2. I don't know. It's hard for me to do that. Hello, my baby. Would you like your bacon core bone? Yes, take it. No, no, do not try to. Yeah, take it. Enjoy. Oh, oh, there you go. Okay, that's. Do you want a treat? Oh, he's so sweet. He just protected the yard like such a man. What can I tell you? Hey, he deserves the treats. Hold on, I'm coming, my baby. My love. Hold on, I got the yes! He's like, what is this concept? Window snacks. Here, enjoy. Oh, you took them so delicate. That is so sweet. Listen, he's never that nice. Okay, now you get ignored. I'm sorry, nasty dog. Okay. Now I should be able to focus on the reading. I don't know what those people were doing out there, but I don't know why people like to get my dog upset and then stand there in front of him, like leaving him upset. And I'm like, I want to throw a rock at these people. And tell them to get the hell away from my yard. I don't know. Yo, last time I told somebody to get away from my yard, it was some kid who was talking bad shit in French. Like, who wants to hear that? Like, it sounds like some type of animal. I don't understand French, so it sounds like squawking to me. And it's loud and it's obnoxious and it's like ghetto-ish. I don't know, but I opened the door and he's like a fucking 15-year-old boy vaping, like he's a thug. And he's eyeing me like looking at me like go back in the house, lady, type of look. And I'm like, get the fuck out of here. Get the fuck out of here. He was so mad he came back and egged my house. I shit you not. Now, if I could see that motherfucker, I'd take a frozen egg to his fucking face. I'd give him a black eye with a frozen egg. I got a good shot on me. Anyways, I think that kid moved. Oh no, he's done with his snacks. Okay, not enough and love call. This is why I don't give him snacks. What is this? He's like, more. Okay, so this person basically, I feel like they have your number. They want to call you. I feel like it just tell you. It's like they just want to call you and be like, listen, hi, I'm single. Would you maybe be interested? Are you single? What do you do? I feel like they don't know how to approach. They honestly don't know how to approach. And I feel like it's because there was a missed opportunity. And I feel like So they don't even know if you're interested anymore. Ride the wave. I feel like if they bump into you, you know what I mean? Something like this. I feel like they back down. Not enough. Kisses. Oh, it's like they're blowing you kisses. How this person sees you and they want to kiss you. Things like this. I don't know. They want to care for you. This person cares about you. Like straight up. Like, I don't know. They pay attention and they have a way to watch over you. I say have a way because they're not sitting there constantly doing it. I feel like watch over you. So like if this is somebody at work, I'm picturing like the cameras then. And this is a work scene. I'm imagining work because everybody's got cameras at work. As I say, this person has a way to watch over you. I feel like and they do. However they can. I don't know. A conversation. Oh wait, I didn't pull. I definitely shuffled though. A conversation, with sweetheart and love call. That's what I'm saying. I feel like if you message this person or called this person, God, they would love that. They'd be like, I feel like they're wishing for it. They're like, man, I wish that person would message me now. I wish they would try to date me now because I can't make the move. They're like, even when I was single before they got involved with anyone, because I feel like they did get involved with someone before they got involved with anyone, they couldn't make the move before then. They talked themselves out of it. They not enough. That's why I say that this person's held back. Like I said, some type of injuries, most likely from some narcissistic type of relationship. It made them feel like no, they're not enough, or you're too much for them, or you know what I mean. They talked themselves out of it. I feel like, but not by stepping on you, and I feel like, and not by really stepping on them, just by holding back. How do you expect anyone to do anything with? uh, uh, and it takes them 5, 4, 5, 6, maybe even all night. I mean, they might answer you like if you message this person, call this person, leave them a message or something. They might not get back to you till the next day. And I feel like, and they got that shit right away. This is the person that always has their fucking phone in their hand. They saw that shit come down and they're like, I feel like they're like, oh my God, that's their number. That's what they're thinking in their mind. Like they got their, they're like, I got their number. That's why I say they have a way to contact you or they have your info, but they're having a hard time like breaking that boundary. They feel like you don't yeah, they feel like you guys would get along great. I don't know if you guys do get along good, like what if you like say this is like someone you work with here and there. Okay, I feel like they feel like you guys flow very nicely. Okay. You guys are you know what I mean? Like you guys are great. Encouragement. This person needs encouragement. Creativity. I feel like they're trying to encourage themselves. That's why this person doesn't really got much going on. Not in person, at least. Let's just say they might be with the eternal child. They might have like a online social life, but not quite a in-person social life. But conversation and love call. I feel like this person wants to talk to you, talk to you, talk to you. I feel like this person could talk to you all the time. They really, really and like your personality. Like it's like they got to know you from the sidelines. Like I'm literally picturing someone at work, right? And you guys like I'm picturing like a Walmart or something. You guys work different departments. But when this person's passing through your area or something, they can hear you talking with somebody and you make them laugh or they, you know what I mean? They hear what you're saying. And as I say, this is somebody that's like totally crushing on you really hard, but you don't know them very well, but they know you more than you know them. And I feel like, but it's not because they're like some creep. They didn't like find you and start talking to you and then try to manifest into your life. They didn't do any of this. I feel like you just popped up in this person's life and they fumbled it. They didn't know what to do. They let it pass them by. They figured. I feel like they told themselves you're not single, and they just brushed it off. You know what I mean? Because I feel like it's something with your attraction. Like you're really attractive to this person. This person finds you so attractive. They say, freeze worthy. Like they freeze. So it's like they I'm trying to remember what I was. So they basically yes. So they see. That's what I'm saying. They're like someone that good looking is surely not single. Do you know what I mean? Something like this. So I feel like this person. I'm trying to think if they approached you, like if they were to approach you and you were to be like, oh no, sorry, I'm not available. They'd be like, oh, that you know that makes sense. They kind of expect that. Do you know what I mean? So they just don't even talk to you. Do you know what I mean? They imagine saying that to you, and then it goes that way, and they're like, okay. So I feel like so they like let you pass right by them. Oh, you had the ship card, Ten of Swords. They're locked up in this. Like this person might be psychic. or they just have a really overactive imagination. The creativity card, they're very artistic too. So that's why I say they're very they I feel like whatever they imagine like that is usually how it will play out. And I feel like so this person thinks that that's surely what it is. You know what I mean? And I feel like so, but it ends up being like where you end up approaching them, and I feel like and now they're not single. They got involved with someone else, but I feel like that other person maybe that person's a narcissist too. Narcissism's on the rise. It's like a disease. Anyway, the garden card. Okay, that where did I see the community card? No, that was another reading. The garden card. I feel like I know that. I feel like there's a community involved in this, like a work community, an online community, something. I feel like this person talks about you. I feel like to strangers. I feel like they're not strangers to this person though, but essentially they're not people this person's ever met. So it's like I feel like this person's friend circle knows about you. I don't know. I feel like they're encouraging this person. I feel like to approach you. And I feel like this person's doing exactly what they did in the first place, where they're like, oh well, they're probably not single anymore. They were probably only single when they asked me, and now they're probably not. You know what I mean? Like something like that. This person's trying to like back out of it. That's what I say. They're scared. You make them too timid, so it's subliminal. I feel like, but they feel like you're subliminally picking up on their hits, on their thoughts, even maybe like, or you know what I mean, like the way they feel about you. You should pick up on it. You know what I'm saying? I feel like you might have been able to identify who this is, but if not, I feel like this is somebody that you might suspect to have a crush on you. Sweetheart. So they want to call you sweetheart. I don't know. This person's really sweet. This is like somebody that's like, I'd rather be talking with you on the phone than playing video games. And I feel like, but if this person's only playing video games because they don't necessarily really got anyone to talk to. They don't have a sweetheart. Do you know what I mean? I feel like they briefly did, though. Or you just met them while they were coming out of a really bad relationship. They were leaving this relationship regardless. And they didn't leave it because of you. They were just like, damn. And now I have people like this sweet person, like, which is you, this sweetheart. I got this sweetheart trying to date me. And I want to date them. And they're like, and I'm still like, you know what I mean? Haven't released this relationship with this ex. It's like clearly not working or something like that. You know what I mean? Like they basically, they decided to leave that person, but never really did it. And then I feel like it wasn't even because they weren't ready. I feel like they just were maybe busy or something. I don't know. This person was caught in a funk like that. And I feel like so that they develop a crush on you. They get an interest in you. I feel like it's because maybe you showed interest in them first, because this person will not make a move on you. They're like petrified. Okay? And so they see it as, you know what I mean? Like they're leaving that person. I feel like if you try to date this person and they tell you, "Oh no, sorry, I'm not single," or something like this, they like wanted to tell you, but I'm like they wanted to like tell you, but like I'm leaving them. So if you still want to maybe get to know each other or something, we can. But like I'm like still with them. I feel like they were still gonna try to not let you get away, but they held back. Calcification. They changed their mind. They said, the ship card again. Okay, as I said, it's like they secretly. It's like this person might message you. I feel like before they're single, or they want to definitely, and I feel like they do release this X eventually, and they do try to sit there and contact you. Okay, ride the wave. I feel like, oh man, ride the wave is right. That's all there is waves. Waves are emotions. So I feel like this person gets frustrated over all of this. And it's funny because I'm not even getting any sexual attraction. I got the creativity with the eternal child. I feel like you guys are just like soulmates. Like I said, you guys, but like I said, you turn this person on like as if it's new to them. Like kissing is new, or meeting a girl is new, or meeting a boy or going on a date is new. Like this is all new to this person, and I feel like it's not. You know what I mean? But you know what I mean? You connect to this person on a inner child level. Okay, so it's like that's like something that they could be like really good friends with. That's why they get along with you well. Like they like your sense of humor, I want to say. This is probably what pulls them in the most. And they basically, like I said, they got to know you at a distance through other people, things like this. And you don't realize that they know you this well. And I feel like, and they only do it because they like you. I feel like as a person, I mean, God, yeah, they're attracted to you. And my goodness, the sweetheart card. I feel like this person wants to like. I feel like this person, if this is a man, I feel like he's one hell of a romancer. I feel like, but he's never really got to express it. This is like a man that wants to give his girl Valentine's chocolates and they I mean sweet things like this. They want to treat you like a sweetheart. They didn't mean things like that. I feel like with the garden card over there, Eight of Swords, I feel like this person doesn't think anyone notices, but I feel like everyone knows this person's got the hots for you. It's almost like gossiping, like if this is like a work scene. I feel like these, like the people are gossip about you guys, like fan fiction or something. Like they're like, oh, so and so and so and so. Oh yeah, no, they would make such a great couple. Oh no, I bet. Oh, we should try to maybe like you know what I mean. Like I almost feel like we should encourage that. Like that's what I'm saying. Like but I feel like they're doing it behind the scene. They're subliminally trying to encourage it too. Do you get what I mean? I feel like there's so much sublimination going on. But overall, I don't know what's preventing this person. I feel like they're just fucking shy. But they're not a shy person. Maybe they are, and you just don't realize it because they're at work. When people are at work, they're like, that's their work phase. You know what I mean? But if you were kids, I feel like this person would maybe be the shy kid at school. You know, boy or girl. They're kind of like, you know, what I mean, they're not really talking to all the peoples, or, you know, what I mean, they go home and maybe play PlayStation. They don't really do other things. I feel like, but they do ride the wave. I feel like this person does lots of fun things. Goodness. Okay. Anyway, spoil yourself in the morning mist. Breathe in nature's sweet scent and reconnect. Okay, I was about to say it because it just didn't really seem to fit, but I was holding the card, so I was like tuning in on it, I guess, in advance. You might know this person from a past and you just don't remember. Or maybe you would if you were reminded. I feel like this person thinks you're someone from their past, maybe. That's what I'm saying. Like, retreat and reconnect. Like, I feel like you might have met this person in passing a long time ago and you guys were attracted but didn't date. It was in passing and this person left. Like, maybe they didn't live in your area or they were supposed to move to your area, or you met them while they were on vacation in your area, or vice versa. And I feel like, and then they went back to where they came from. And I feel like this is so long ago and so in passing. You know, like if it wasn't that long ago, it was just very passing. Like you just had a good conversation with somebody online on an online app one night, and it basically, and then they disappeared on you. I feel like it's because they went back to wherever they came from, and they're not trying to, they don't, and I mean something like that. It's and but if not, I feel like this person's from the past. There's a reconnect. That's why I say you guys definitely know each other somehow. And overall, if not, I feel like there's still a small percentage of people where that's not what it is. I feel like for those people, this person just wants another chance with you. And I feel like and they never had a chance at all to begin with. This is like somebody who's like, you know what I mean? Like that's what I'm saying. Like they're trying to figure out how to come in and make it like legit, but not enough. I feel like they have to build up the courage, you know, and they get encouragement subliminally. I swear, I feel like that's why I say this person picks up on psychic messages. You know, like they might be clairaudient. It's kind of like they'll be walking in a hallway and they can hear people talking, but they're not tuning in on the words or necessarily. They might have music on or something. They're not focusing on it. They're tuned out of it. But then all of a sudden they'll hear one clear line and it'll like refer to you, them like approaching you or like some type of advice or something like this. And they see it as like a message, like, oh, I should message them or something. You know, like they might hear in passing someone saying, yeah, call them right now. And they'd be like, well, what? I didn't hear anything but call them right now. I feel like it bugs this person out a bit. I feel like, but overall, I feel like that's probably why they tune out a lot of people. But the messages still find them. That's why I say this person's got some type of psychicness going down. That's why I say they know things. When they imagine it, it's because it's a high possibility. This person's very smart. I feel like very calculated, smart. Okay. The moon card, Eight of Cups. That's why I say a lot of you, this person, what you know that they were dating somebody, or they told you like if you approached them, or maybe you guys never got that close and you didn't get to know that part of their life. But maybe you suspect that this person might not be single. And I feel like an Eight of Cups, I feel like secretly they're not they are single. I feel like no one really knows that this person broke up with that person. I feel like it's not really fresh. I feel like, but it's like they haven't discussed it with anybody. And I feel like all they can do is think about you. And I feel like it's like this person is sitting there waiting for the time. Like, okay, it's been long enough. I can approach them now. It's like this person's ready to date you, wants to date you. Sees that other person is like they're not healing from that other person. They didn't really get attached to that other person, or they didn't like that other person. Something like that. They were comfortable with closing out that relationship without you even being involved. They were just very slow to do it because they didn't really. I don't know. There's a comfortability there, so they kind of like settled with it. But they overall they're like I'm gonna leave this person, and they mean it. And I feel like, and you meet them basically while they're kind of like transitioning like that. So they have left that person, but you don't know. That's for sure. Other people might know. Conversation card. I don't know. People might know this person's business, and people might know your business, and this might be how they hear about you from third parties or something, or even third party applications like Twitter or Instagrams and things like this. Like there's a way for them to know you from a third party's perspective, but I feel like you don't know they've broken up with anyone. And I feel like, and they're the ship card, they feel like you're probably dating somebody. That's what they're talking themselves out of it. And they learn you're not. I feel like these people, this group, like these people are encouraging them. Oh, you're single now? You should go talk to so and so. She's single. Or he's single. You know what I mean? Like they like fan fiction for this. They like want y'all together. You know what I mean? Things like this. Bystanders, people, I guess maybe family or friends. If not, then coworkers, maybe even neighbors. You know what I mean? Anyone that can see y'all. And they basically are trying to push this person out of their breakup. They feel like, you know what I mean, but this person isn't even upset over it. They've been ready to release that. They have already released that person, like emotionally, mentally, or whatever, or they never even got attached to it in the first place. And they were ready to call you like the moment it ended. They even might have got broken up with. Like you might ask this person out on a date or showed interest to this person a little bit, just like a signal or something, and then they said, "No, sorry, I'm not single," or "I'm not dating right now," or something like this. And I feel like it's because they were closing this up, and then like the next day, you know what I mean, it could be literally the next day, the person calls and breaks up with them, and now they're single, and they're like, oh, "I can't just go right back and tell them, hey, never mind, she broke up with me." You know what I mean? Like this person wants to take you very seriously, and they want you to take them seriously. I feel like this person is really fucking serious. So I say, whatever you've picked up on them from the sidelines is right. Okay. And if you sense that they were single, they are. I feel like they're hoping maybe you message them for anything. They feel like you could message them for anything. It could be anything, and then they would make the move. I feel like they just to contact you out of nowhere. Like if this person, like say this is somebody at work, if they're told, "Hey, find out where so and so is today. Why didn't they come into work or something?" And they go, you know what I mean? Now they got their reason to talk to you. Something like this, you know what I mean? And while they do that, they tell themselves they're gonna tell you, gotta confess they got a crush on you, basically. Not like, but by asking you out. Okay, and I feel like secretly everyone in this community wants you guys to date. I feel like everyone wants this guy not dating that other person or girl dating that other person. They don't want that person with that person. They want them with you. These people have an opinion on your relationship. This is cute. Okay, but fire. The element of fire heralds new life, renewed passion, and positive transformation. That's what I'm saying. this person sees you as you're nothing like any of the other people they've ever dated. I feel like we're not even talking about looks here. I feel like this person is probably very good looking, and they might get a lot of good looking men or women. So I feel like, or they could, or they do, or whatever, right? This is about the connection, the eternal child, the creativity, the sublimination. I feel like you're exactly what this person's looking for physically. And I feel like, and they know what they like physically. And I feel like, and they always date what they like physically. But what's inside that person internally is always some type of terrible person, a narcissist or something like this, right? At the very least. And I feel like, but you are a completely different change. And I feel like, but you're not physically. They're like, I feel like it may be physically too, but I feel like for the better. You're like a positive change in every aspect. You're a step up in this person's life. I feel like, but that's not because this person is like, I feel like this person doesn't have issues where they date beneath them. I feel like they kind of just end up dating, I want to say maybe toxic people, something like that. And I feel like, and they're just trying they're like, please, can I, it's almost, I'm hearing that Drake song, he wants a good girl and an honest one. Things like this person's been cheated on. This person's been, I feel like, this person's like dated all terrible women. Like the girl that like slaps the man and beats the man up, like, ah. And then he's dated the girl that likes to be choked. And he's dated the girl that likes anal only for some reason. What's wrong with you? And then he dates the girl that like I said, like that's toxic and narcissistic and clawing and controlling. He's dated every type of woman if this is a man, like something like that. Like, or they dated one person that was just all of this. They have a power symbol. I feel like this person's a very powerful mind. They're very, I feel like they're very serious and they're very hardworking and they're very good. This person's got a lot of power to them. They're probably very strong mentally, physically, emotionally, all of this. Okay. So that's why I say it might even be magic that holds this person back. It might not even be like some ego issues or something like this. I feel like they don't understand what holds them back. That's what makes me say it's probably magic. It's illusions. But no, so they basically they I don't know, they clean, purify, and protect the physical body. That's what I'm saying. They've dated some terrible people. And you're a completely different change. And they're attracted to you. This is like somebody that's like I feel like they don't want to admit it. I feel like they're a kind person and they don't want to admit it or seem shallow or seem conceited or anything like this. But this is like somebody that's fallen for a person. Like they like the person. They get to know somebody, like I said, like maybe online or on the dating app or whatever, right? And they start to fall for the person, but then they meet the person, and they're not physically attractive to this person. I feel like that's nothing terrible to admit or say, but this person doesn't want to say that. It's almost like a guy that doesn't want to date skinny girls or like skinny girls with like not a lot of assets, or a guy that doesn't want to date a chubby girl. Only to, you know what I mean, like so they might meet up. They liked that girl a lot. They got to know them. Oh, it was real fun. They were funny. They were this, that, and the other. But then when they got to meet them in person, they weren't their physical type. I feel like, and I feel like turn off type stuff. You know what I mean? So it's like they get misled. Maybe the pictures are wrong. If it's like a dating app, something like this. So I feel like they're basically trying to find a good looking person that they like their personality too. And I feel like, and that's you. There, and I don't know what to do about all this. I feel like, oh, Red Roach. I was like, this person must play video games. I was just talking about Roach earlier. I was calling my dog Roach. I was like, hello, Roach. At the very least, this person's watched Witcher on Netflix. Uh, but overall, retreat. I feel like that's what I say. This person tries to contact you, wants to make you their sweetheart, wants to tell you they're liking you, crushing on you. You make them feel like a kid again, and all they want to do like dates with you and go out and do things with you and experience things. Like I feel like maybe they didn't experience it with someone they enjoyed, or they didn't experience it at all. You know what I mean? Like certain things. I feel like they want it with you. They want everything with you. Reconnect. They want to reconnect with you. They want to let you know what's going on in their life, and they want to see where it goes, type of thing. I feel like they're riding the wave. They're just trying to see how things play out between y'all. And I feel like that they're only riding the wave till they gain the courage. And they gain the courage from encouragement from people. Okay? And metamorphosis, like I said about this card. You might want to listen to that reading. What was that? I think it was just yesterday's. I don't know what reading it was, but it's with flamingos. It's in the beginning, so you just can skip through it. But overall, okay, be brave, be strong, and believe. So I feel like this person believes everything. They believe that you know that they can watch you. You know that they like you. You know that they're single. They feel like you know these things. They feel like you're psychic and you know this. And I feel like, and you might subliminally be picking up on all this. And I feel like because they're subliminally sending it to you. This person's like trying to scream it at you through the ethers to let you know, like, hey, call me. Oh my God, will you call me now? I can't seem to fucking do it. They're blocked. They're like, I don't fucking get it. I don't know. But encouragement, I feel like having people, this person maybe picks up on other people low key encouraging them to approach you. I feel like, and they don't even necessarily know that y'all have talked or ever tried to approach each other at all. They just like y'all as a couple. I don't know these people. Like, I feel like this is a couple, and they want this person. I feel like they know you, and they want you to have somebody. And I feel like, and they want it to be this person, and they know this person, so they're like, and I think, you know what I mean. They've known one of these people longer, you or them, and they want to see y'all together. They feel like you'd be perfect for them. Oh, they'd be perfect for you. I feel like they do this maybe with a lot of people. Like, you know what I mean? Like matchmakers over here. Okay, Bluebell, gratitude. Be thankful for what is good now. So that's why I say I feel like this person's good. They feel secure. They feel they feel encouraged. I feel like and they'll come to it. I feel like if you they feel like you should be picking up on all these signs and you should be calling them and you're not. And I feel like if you're not doing that, it's because you're probably under the pretenses of this person might be dating somebody. And even if you were picking up on subliminal messages like that, if you think they're dating somebody, that's off limits. I feel like you're not going to pick up the phone and call that person and be like, "Hey, you still single? I mean, are you single yet?" Or something like this. I feel like this person has not left you with an impression that they would ever be single. You know what I mean? Or maybe they did subliminally. You know, word choice is key. So maybe they were trying to let you know in advance that, you know what I mean, like it wasn't. Yeah, they're not able to date, but it's not because they don't want to. All right, they really want to. Say, like, I don't know. I feel like if you approach this person, oh my God, it would flatter them. They would feel flattered. Something like this. Okay, gratitude. That's why I say this. Imagine giving them a blowjob. I don't know. I feel like this is shocking to them. Calcification. No, I feel like, oh, I don't know. That's why I'm saying this person hears you talk about stuff, and that's why I say they want to get closer to you. They want to reconnect. They feel like you guys were trying to get close or you were about to get close, and it didn't. There was a disconnect, a retreat. And I feel like since then, whatever was blocking them is not there no more, but yet they're still mentally blocked. Power symbol, but I feel like this person can power through it. I feel like, but the eternal child, it's kind of like needing someone to tell them what to do or hold their hand or something like this. You know what I mean? And I feel like, and this person doesn't have anyone for that. This person kind of takes care of themselves. Or like I said, they're very serious. You wouldn't know they're very fun and playful and all these things. I feel like, but somehow they see this, or you see this, or they want to show you this. They want to get to know you. Like I said, they feel like you guys would get along, and I feel like it's because what they see from you. You know what I mean? What is this one? No, it's the Ten of Swords. So no, we got the Ten of Swords twice. As I'm saying, this person's kind of locked up in the mental prison, and they have to get out of it. And I feel like they do with after enough encouragement. I feel like they maybe these people set it up. I feel like these people might set it up so this person could bump into you, or they might try to, and they might have been trying to, and it's just not working. It didn't happen, didn't time out, something like this. And I feel like so overall, I feel like this person might get pushed naturally to contact you. And I feel like they might throw it in there casually. They're like, hey, would you ever want to go out sometime or something, like reconnect? Would you ever want to maybe try to do that again, or go out again, or love call. They're like, open up that door. Basically, this person's nervous. Okay, overall though, I feel like who's crushing on you? This person. Who are they? They're someone at a distance in your physical life, but they're not at a distance in your personal life. I feel like, or yeah, like whatever you share publicly, your public personal life. So that's what makes me think this might be a work thing, and they don't know you outside of work, but yet they do. I feel like they by casually, by chance, run into your medias, get your medias or something, and you might be active enough to where this person views your pictures if it's Instagram, maybe something, and they get to know you from the distance and from other people. That's why I say there's a community involved here. And secretly, those people are trying to get y'all together. And secretly, this person's trying to get you to contact them because it's time. Now it's time. It's good time now. They're like, can you do it again? I know this person's like trying so hard and wishing for it. I feel like, and they're looking out for opportunities for them to talk to you. I feel like, but they won't go out of their way, and it's because they're shy. And I feel like, but overall, the red rose courage card. This person's very romantic. Okay, so they're trying to basically build up the courage, and once they do, I feel like they're gonna message you. They might even call you. But overall, I feel like somehow they message you. They leave you a message. They talk to you something, and I feel like, and they just it's like they put it out there and see how it goes. You know what I mean? And I feel like reconnect. I feel like it causes y'all to reconnect. Okay, there's a rushing aspect here. So, as what I'm saying, I feel like there's like a finally type of thing. I feel like if this person messaged you and was like, "Hey, I'm single," you might be like, "Oh, I figured you were. I had a feeling you were." And they'd be like, "Yeah, would you like to maybe get to know each other now?" And then and they'd be like, "Sure. What are you doing tonight?" Something like that. Like they're this like they're like finally like this person like they feel like you're waiting for them to close this. Like you subconsciously, but they don't have facts to know if you know this, right? So it's kind of like their imagination, and their imagination was wrong before, where they thought you were definitely not single when you definitely were. Do you know what I mean? Something like that. So they can be wrong. So this person, maybe in love. So this person basically doesn't fully trust that they feel like they feel 100%. And I feel like them being at thinking that you 100% see their advancements and understand they're single now and like things like this and still want to get together with them, it encourages them to make the move and call you and talk to you basically and go out with you, retreat, run off with you somewhere and do something with you, right? I feel like run off because it's unplanned, not because it's like y'all go somewhere far. But like, no, you just take off together. Let's take off and go get something to eat or something. What are you doing for dinner? Why don't we just go grab something to eat and we could talk and get, you know what I mean? Things like that. Creativity. I feel like get creative, right? I feel like I don't know. No, that's what I say. Like it's kind of spur of the moment, and it's just because these two have been kind of trying to get back together for a long time. I feel like back together, like not because y'all dated. I feel like y'all didn't date, but because like there was a disconnect between y'all from the past, and I feel like it was just because I don't know. You guys couldn't be together back then. I feel like it was something retreat. They left. They moved something, and I feel like and they released you back then. And I feel like, and it's almost like you bump into each other again, but unknowingly. And this person realizes it or knows it. Maybe you don't realize it, and maybe you don't know it. Maybe this person looks different than they used to. Okay, but that's why I say I feel like you guys should have been dating since then, but life has got in between. That's why I say there's like a finally sense for y'all to like get closer and actually like full connect. You know what I mean? Like go on a real date. Give it a real chance. So like even if you've dated this person, it wasn't like a real dating experience. Not in this person's eyes. I feel like they could do so much better than that. Do you know what I mean? So if you didn't date this person and you just showed interest in them, I feel like they overall are trying to let you know that they're ready for you now. And they didn't mention that they were basically getting ready for you. And they were releasing that person from the start. This was it. There wasn't enough familiarity between the two of you to actually say all of that. You know what I mean? You guys kind of just saw each other, and you might have made a move on this person and be like, "Hey, you know what I mean? What's up with you?" Oh, they blow you off somehow. And you're like, okay, I don't know, but they had a crush on you. I feel like before you even talked to them, as long as they've known you. I feel like, and you know when you met them. Like the day you met them is the day they met you. Okay, this person didn't know you before that. I feel like maybe they knew you on your media before that. It could be reversed. They might have found you on medias or saw you in dating sites or something and talked to you, but not as themselves. And then they bump into you in real life and like you're a part of their actual like real life. Do you know what I mean? So there's like a, you know what I mean? Like they knew you from one department, not the other. And then both of those worlds collided for this person, but not for you. I feel like you just know them as this person. And they're, like I said, they're somebody that's very quiet. They seem shy because they are. I feel like they seem very stoic, but they're actually very fun. And I mean, I feel like they're very mature because of where you see them. I feel like they're trying to be mature. That's just their work face, something like this. Okay, but I feel like this person wants to see you outside of that department. They want you to see them who they are and like what they do, and they want to take you out and do things. They don't have anything in mind. But I feel like get creative. I feel like this person is very creative. I feel like they could come up with an idea, and you'll probably love it. Do you know what I mean? They'll be like, "Why don't we do this?" And you'll be like, "Oh my god, I would love to do that." That's what I say. And it might be something this person's always wanted to do since they were like 16 or 15, or even like a date. You know what I mean? Like a little. You know what I mean? And it's something that that's what I say. You make this person feel young again, and I feel like about dating and love, and I feel like it's all about your personality. Yeah, you're good looking. You know what I mean? Yeah, you're super sexy. Yeah, they want to have sex with you. Yeah, they. Oh my god, they can't. They think about a blowjob with you, and they just like they want to fall. They like they could daydream about a blowjob with you type of vibe. You know what I mean? They've never had one. They can only they can only imagine. And I feel like, and that's all they're like. That's good enough. I don't know. This person wants a blowjob from me, basically, but like for the lifetime, they want a lifetime membership. They want a lifetime membership. Blowjobs from you. As I'm saying, this person's funny. You would like them. And I feel like, and you probably are like, yeah, no, I know who this is, and I do like them. I'm happy to hear they're single, something like that. Okay, but I feel like you kind of want this person to reconnect. I feel like you're gonna ride the waves until you hear the news that this person's single. If this person's not single, you're gonna not look at them as you're gonna look at them as unavailable. You're never gonna message them or call them like that unless it's forced by something else, like you know. And this person's kind of like hoping that that'll happen for them. They'll get forced into contacting you, and then maybe they'll be able to say it. But until this person bumps into you, and I feel like they might have even had chances to bump into you, but they avoided it. And I feel like because they weren't ready. As I said, but they are ready. I feel like all they do is I feel like they're instantly upset that they dodged you or something like that. As I said, they eventually get the green light that you're single, they're single, and they realize they need to stop acting stupid and just approach you. Like the ex is holding them back, and like this ex isn't even in the picture. It's just because they had one. They had somebody. Do you know what I mean? And they don't want you to they're so worried you're gonna think they're cheating on their person with you and you're like a side piece or they're lying and say they broke up or they're like some type of narcissist who just throws girls away for an upgrade when it walks by. I feel like none of that is the case. So that's why I say this person needs a conversation about it with you and you guys are never really given the chance. So I feel like that's why this person wants to try to give it time so it looks, respectful to the ex even and to you and to them and they didn't and this person eventually realizes it's been long enough. They're like, fuck all this. I don't know. This person sees as they're talking themselves out of it. And the courage card, I feel like they gain courage and they message you. They message you or call you or something. And I feel like divine timing must kick in. If this person doesn't do it, I feel like eventually these people over here, people on the side, they find a way to make y'all talk, to make y'all bump into each other. They put you on the same shift, or they tell you to call so and so and find out what's going on with that, or bring this over. Hey, can you do me a favor and go give this over there? Take this to that department because they know that you're working there. They're like, you know what I mean? They're trying they're trying to manifest it to happen for y'all, like like behind the scenes work. Overall, I feel like this person's just gonna have to do it, and I feel like the time will come when the time will come, and I feel like I feel like the time is. I feel like there's no better time than the now, than the present, and I feel like this was what this person thinks. It's almost like this. You might not work often. Like if this is a job, you don't work around them often. You guys are always in different stores or something, and every now and then, y'all's worlds collide, and this person's like tired of riding the wave until that happens because I feel like it's maybe been a while. And I mean, and they just keep thinking about how they have your number and they could contact you, or they have your media and they can contact you, or you know, they have a way to talk to you and be like, hey, and give you the news themselves. You know what I mean? It's almost like they're gonna try to get these people to somehow tell you, but there's no way to do that. They don't even know this person is already premeditatedly interested in you, and they don't even know if you were ever interested in that person. They just see you guys as you guys would make a good couple or something like that. Like I mean, it's actually very cute. And like I don't know. You guys probably would make a good couple. I feel like with the eternal child card, you guys would have a really great time with everything and with attractions. You're gonna end up having a really great sex life. You know what I mean? Like you get to have it all with this person type of vibe. And I feel like, but if they're not single, you're not gonna approach them. So overall, I feel like this person has to wrap all that up, feel like it's all gone and done, and there's room for you, and they can answer any questions that you might have, or they're hoping there isn't even any questions about the ex because it's been long enough. Like, oh yeah, we broke up maybe like months ago, 3 or 4 months ago, or whatever, right? This person's gonna be like you. They're thinking you're gonna be like, oh, okay, well, you know what I mean? Well, what happened? Why'd y'all break up? Oh, it wasn't working out. Da, 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 da. You know what I mean? Like they can brush over it easier. They're not going through it, and it didn't just happen yesterday. You know what I mean? Even if this person was like waiting for it to happen. You know what I mean? I feel like this is like such a nice guy. Like the nice guy waits around for the girlfriend to break up with him, but he's not going to do anything terrible to make the girl break up with him. He's not going to cheat on her. He's not going to manipulate her. He's just going to continue to be him while he's like unhappy with the relationship. And then eventually I feel like this girl does break up with him. It's like I said, like if they were dating a narcissist, they like went gray rock on their person and they were just waiting for it to finish. Do you know what I mean? And something like that. They were taking the most peaceful route. And I feel like, and that sometimes is the long route. So that's why I say this person might have dated that person for a long time, or that's in their past, and this is just like a repeat of their past. They dated somebody that they could already see was just like their past, so they got rid of them really quick, or they were getting rid of them really quick. It was very superficial. But with you, it's not, and they're like, oh no, that's why I say you're everything they've ever wanted, and I feel like they've manifested you. They feel like creativity. They feel like they created you out of a dream, and then they got their dream brought into reality or something. That's why I say this person's like love at first sight with you, and I feel like it all goes with their calcification, where they can't, they can't talk and things like this. And I feel like this person, I feel like they can talk. They just need you to kind of maybe break the ice a bit. You know what I mean? That's why I say you kind of make this person feel like a child. You know what I mean? But not like like they feel like a little kid, but like how a little kid would be timid to talk to somebody like authority. You know what I mean? And that I feel like that blows this person's mind because I feel like this person's kind of an authority figure. Like this person would make like a good security guard, something like this. You know what I mean? Like I feel like this person would make a good police officer, like a good civil service. You know what I mean? So it's like that's not somebody that's timid or shy. That's somebody that is the encourager. Like if you know what I mean, they need the, you know what I mean. But they're having to need encouragement with you, and I feel like that always happens when someone like meets their match. You know what I mean? And depending on how they respond to it, is determines whether or not they really are your match, or like, or if your match goes good with you or whatever. I feel like overall this relationship's really nice, and you kind of just gotta wait to hear the news that they're broken up, and then you can make a move on them. They're more than welcoming this. They wish you could do this now, but they know you maybe don't know, and things like that. And if not, I feel like this person's gonna end up making a move on you because they're finally gonna feel like it's been long enough, or they're gonna get fed up with waiting. Or, like I said, if last resort, I feel like these people end up somehow manipulating the scene to get y'all to bump into each other. And then once y'all bump into each other, I feel like that's how, like whether it's bumping into each other with a text or bumping into each other in person and having like to talk to each other about anything, not even about y'all, it'll kickstart into the the conversation of date. They feel like this is what will happen, and I feel like, and it does, it will. So there's all sorts of things trying to line you up with this person. I feel like this is like the next person you're supposed to date. You're like destined to date this person. How it works out, I really don't know. I feel like it works out probably really great, but we really don't know till things happen, right? So it's like, but overall, this person's like in love with you, and they that's why I said they want a lifetime membership with you. This is like somebody that wants to marry you, but they don't want to say that. This is like somebody who's slow to commit, things like that. And I feel like it could be from their past relationship. Maybe they committed fully with that person and it sucked to have to like separate. So now they're not quick to do that, but they definitely want to get close as fuck to you, like in person. It's basically like y'all are a couple. You know what I mean? Like for life type of thing. There's a marriage aspect here or something. Either way, I hope you enjoyed and I brought you some insight. And you have a good night. I might do another video. I might not. I'm not sure. Depends on the dog. Either way.